So today we are going to find out the Laplace transform of 1 plus t e raised to minus t, the bracket raised to 3 or the bracket cube. Now, how to get Laplace of this term? So we do not have any standard formula which we can apply directly to get the Laplace of this function. So our first job is to solve this given function and to reduce the terms so that we can apply the standard formula and get the Laplace transform. So let's write down the function. So here it is 1 plus t e raised to minus t the whole cube. Now here I can apply the formula of a plus b the whole cube. So the formula is a cube, that is 1 cube, which is 1, plus 3a square b, so 3 a square, the square of 1 is 1, into b, that is t e raised to minus t, plus 3ab square, so 3 a is 1, into b square, that is square of this, and square of this is t square e raised to minus 2t, plus b cube, so cube of this is t cube e raised to minus 3t. So now we got 4 terms by the expansion of this by using the formula a plus b the whole cube. Now to get the Laplace of this term, instead of this we'll take Laplace of right hand side, because right hand side is equal to this left hand side. So here I'll say taking Laplace transform on both sides. So we will get Laplace of 1 plus t e raised to minus t the whole cube is equal to Laplace of this right hand side, that is 1 plus 3 t e raised to minus t plus 3 t square e raised to minus 2t plus t cube e raised to minus 3t. Now since we have plus sign between these 4 functions, we can separate the Laplace transform. So here we'll get is equal to Laplace of 1 plus Laplace of this, so 3 is constant, take it outside, Laplace of t e raised to minus t plus 3 Laplace of t square e raised to minus 2t plus Laplace of t cube e raised to minus 3t. Now what is Laplace of 1? So we have a formula that Laplace of 1 is 1 by s. This is standard formula. So here I'll say it is equal to 1 by s plus 3. Now what is Laplace of t e raised to minus t? Now here there are 2 functions. One is algebraic, which is t, and one is exponential, that is e raised to minus t. Now to get the Laplace of this function, it matches with 2 properties. Now if you'll see this as t into f of t, then f of t is e raised to minus t, and this t into f of t will give us multiplication by t property. So here I can say that this t raised to 1 is t raised to n, so n is equal to 1, and f of t is e raised to minus t. This is the one way. Now what is the other way? So if you'll see from right hand side, then this is e raised to minus t into t. So I can say this t is f of t. So we will get e raised to minus t into f of t. And this matches with first shifting property, that is e raised to at into f of t. So it means we can solve this term as well as the third and the final term by using both the properties. But now question is, which property we must use? Now from the simplicity point of view, the first shifting property is easier, and by that property we can get answer early. Why? Because if you'll see in this third and fourth function, then we have the terms t square and t cube. So if I apply this multiplication by t property instead of first shifting, then t cube means here I will get minus 1 raised to 3 d raised to 3 ds raised to 3. It means I need to find out the third order derivative of phi of s. So to get the 3 derivatives is time consuming process, and hence this first shifting property is simple and you can get the answer in minimum number of steps. So therefore, in all three problems, we are gonna use the first shifting property. Now, in first shifting property, it is given that if we have the term e raised to minus at f of t, then the answer will be function of s plus a. So this minus a will become plus a. So here I can say that here we will get function of s plus 1 because a is minus 1. Here I can say that I'll get function of s plus 2, and here I can get function of s plus 3 because here a is minus 1, here a is minus 2, and here a is minus 3. Now how we'll get this function of s plus a or s plus 1? So here in the property it is said that whatever is the function of t, from that function of t we must get function of s, and in that function of s, when we substitute s as s plus a, then we get function of s plus a. It means to get the value of function of s, we must know what is function of s, and to get the function of s, we must know that what is Laplace of function of t. So it means we need to find Laplace of this function of t. Now in these three cases, the function of t is different. For example, in the first case, the function of t is t. In the second case, the function of t is t square. And in the third case, the function of t is t cube. And therefore, to get this function of s plus 1, I am going to use this function of t. For this function of s plus 2, I am going to use this function of t, that is t square. And for this, I am going to use this third function. So hence, since these three functions are different, I am going to consider f1 of t, f2 of 3, and f3 of 3. And therefore, here we will get phi1 of s plus 1, phi2 of s plus 2, and phi3 of s plus 3. Now, how we will get phi1 of s plus 1? So for that, we want phi1 of s, and you will get phi1 of s from Laplace of f1 of t. So here I will say, here f1 of t equal to t, f2 of t is equal to t square, and f3 of t is equal to t cube. So from here we can get Laplace of f1 of t, that is Laplace of t, and we know that it is 1 upon s square. So I can say that this is my phi1 of s because I am getting this function from f1 of t. Similarly, from second function we'll get Laplace of f2 of t as Laplace of, now what is f2 of t? T square. So Laplace of t square, which is 2 factorial upon s cube, and this will become our function of s, that is second function of s. And for third, we'll say Laplace of f3 of t is equal to Laplace of t cube, and which is 3 factorial upon s raised to 4, which is our third function of s. Now let's use this first function of s, that is phi1 of s, to get phi1 of s plus 1. So in this, I'll substitute s as s plus 1. To get phi2 of s plus 2, I'll put s as s plus 2 in phi2 of s. And similarly, to get phi3 of s plus 3, I'll put s as s plus 3 in phi3 of s. So therefore, we'll say it is equal to 1 by s plus 3. Now phi1 of s is 1 upon s square, then phi1 of s plus 1 will become 1 upon s plus 1 square. So it is 1 upon s plus 1 the whole square plus 3 into phi2 of s plus 2. Now phi2 of s is 2 factorial s cube. So phi2 of s plus 2 will become 2 factorial upon s plus 2 the whole cube. So 2 factorial upon s plus 2 the whole cube plus the last term is phi3 of s plus 3. So phi3 of s is this. So phi3 of s plus 3 is 3 factorial upon s plus 3 raised to 4. So 3 factorial upon s plus 3 raised to 4. So by solving this, we'll get 1 by s plus 3 into 1, that is 3 upon s plus 1 the whole square. 2 factorial is 2, so 2 3s are 6, so 6 upon s plus 2 the whole cube, plus 3 factorial is 3 into 2 into 1, that is again 6, so 6 upon s plus 3 raised to 4. And my friends, this is the value of Laplace transform of 1 plus t e raised to minus t the whole cube. Thank you.